Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Takes from the Lakes podcast. We're here with this clown of a man, dripped out in Patriots gear. But I'm your host, Nash, accompanied by James, aka the Patriots clown. Oh, and we have a lot to talk about.
Lots
to talk about. Lots of new information on the pod. And we're very excited to bring you another episode.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also excited. Nash, you're wearing the Kansas. What's the name of the
Circus
jersey?
font?
Circus font.
Debuted last year, I believe.
Last year, really?
Dude,
yeah.
Adidas
they jerseys are not. They're not it. Like the Adidas in the middle of the just in the middle of the jersey.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This
Something
is
about it.
Tough, though.
That is pretty tough. But if it was Nike and the Nike was on this the side, that'd be something.
Yeah.
But who doesn't A&M have Adidas?
Well, the
ugliest jerseys ever.
The only Adidas jerseys that they care about are us and Oklahoma State, pretty much, and then Arizona. I think is an Adidas school.
Yeah, but it just looks like middle school jersey. I don't know, something about it. But
our jerseys are tough. So.
They're all right. Kansas has a good overall aesthetic.
We spend a lot of money on jerseys, I'm sure.
I would.
We get four new ones every year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you're the most prestigious basketball program in the country, easily number one.
Well, speaking of prestigious basketball schools, maybe not the most, but two prestigious basketball schools are Houston
and up and coming prestigious basketball schools.
Yeah, are Houston
UVA
and
Houston
UVA
met. What was it? 2 weekends ago now.
Today is Wednesday.
Two and a half weeks ago. No, a week and a half.
Week and a half. Yeah, week and a half. Yeah, the 17th.
A week and a half ago. Takes from the Lakes podcast took a little journey about 2.5 hours north, to Charlottesville, Virginia, to see the blockbuster matchup that was UVA and Houston. Now, obviously, Virginia locals, I won't say natives, but we were pulling for the Cavaliers or the Wahoos, as they say. But
we're rooting for the hometown team.
We didn't really care.
We just want to see a good game. But I was rooting for UVA.
And I just want to iterate that college basketball is the highest form of basketball.
Yeah,
we talked about this during the game. The NBA might be more entertaining. It might have the best players.
I don't think it's more entertaining. At times it can be. It's not. Yeah.
If you are a true basketball fan, college basketball is the highest form of basketball that you can watch.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this too.
The best.
Watching UConn women's basketball playing, dude, it's just so fundamental and it's so fun to watch. The best. I think one of the best teams to watch, especially last year and when they had Jay Wright, was Nova. Nova last year, just the way they played was just.
I disagree. I disagree with you.
I mean, it's it's not like.
I thought they were. I thought that was the most boring.
But it was. But they literally were just all.
They were solid though. If you're a student of the game,
you
Villanova last year.
Yeah.
And I saw some of their games. I just couldn't get with it. It was just too
I love
much,
watching them, dude.
Too much playing against the zone, them shooting, Colin Gillespie getting open in the corner.
What was what was the other dude?
Jermaine Samuels.
Yeah, Samuels. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They were
solid. Yeah.
Don't they? Yeah, they're good.
Cam Whitmore is, I mean, he's a one and done guy, but super athletic.
Yeah. But we were at that game. Houston got the dub. I think it was 69-61, I believe. But
UVA came out hot, and then Houston buckled down. Jarris Walker had a phenomenal game.
Dude. I was introduced to Jarris Walker.
Yeah,
that game.
He's been shooting up boards. I think I saw him 17 early in the year. I think he's at 8 or 9 now.
Wait for what?
In the NBA.
Oh, okay, NBA. I got you.
He's solid. He can shoot the ball. He can dribble.
He can literally do anything.
Solid on defense.
How tall is he? 6'10"?
6'9", 6'10". Yeah, he's not. He doesn't exactly have an NBA build.
Yeah.
He's a little short for a center in the NBA.
He's
He's a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know who to compare him. His game's very unique. I don't know really I can compare like a Christian Wood almost maybe. I don't know.
He's like a small Embiid.
I don't know.
He's not athletic. Like you would think Embiid would be athletic, 7'1", like crazy intense, like crazy like body type, but like he's not athletic.
Yeah, he's just
slow.
strong.
He's good.
Yeah, he's decent. But yeah, it was a hype game though. There was one point where where UVA came back and they had a beautiful play off a timeout and they had a wide open three. And never underestimate
the white boy in the corner
out of a timeout. Never underestimate.
Never underestimate the white boy in the corner. Except
when it's Ben Vanderplas, he's gonna miss.
It wasn't Vanderplas. It was the
other. It was McFleeney.
McFleeney.
Yeah.
McNeely.
That's right.
McNeely.
I was like McFleeney.
So it was like they had this set where they would run McNeely from the corner to the elbow to screen the big man for like a lob. And then Houston had it like covered, and so McNeely slipped the screen, and he was wide open at the top of the key.
And everyone was like, "What?"
Nobody even close. And I think they cut it.
If he made
from like 15 to 5 points, and if he made it, it would have been like 2 points, and that place would have erupted.
And
he
crazy.
Bricked it.
He did. Wasn't it? It was in and out.
It was back rim.
I thought it was like it hit.
It was on target. It was on target, but not like
you know he thought it was going in though. You know he thought.
Dude, oh my god.
But Ben Vanderplas, man, I was disappointed.
He's horrible.
I was disappointed. Yeah, he was not good.
If you really want to get into like basketball, like you find basketball just like boring at times, you're watching too much NBA.
Yeah.
Get into some college basketball.
Unless you're watching Luka or the Celtics.
Yeah. Get into some college basketball. We'll talk about it more as the season ramps up. It's just so volatile. And also, like, these last couple of weeks in college basketball, after the preseason tournaments, you're kind of just waiting for conference play to start.
Yeah.
But a lot of great performances. A lot of top guys. Zach Edey is a menace. Let me just look at the AP poll real quick while you kind of talk about some NBA.
Yeah, I mean, I said Luka. I'm assuming everyone who's listening to this saw what Luka did last night. But if you don't know, Luka dropped 60, 21, and 10 last night. And
best stat line ever.
I'm not gonna say best because Mr. Chamberlain did score 100 points in an NBA game.
Don't care.
But no, it is no. I saw this thing. It was like grading, like I think it was on Pro Basketball Reference, grading like they has a grade for each performance, and it was like number 5 or something like that all time.
Yeah,
it was like the first 2010 triple double ever.
Unreal.
And just like the greatest comeback, not the greatest, but like what was it? When teams are down 9 with 30 seconds left, they're like 0 and 13,000 and something. But now they're like 1 and 13,000 because of the game last night. Just an absurd game, crazy comeback from the Mavs. Luka had a stupid shot off a missed free throw to tie the game in regulation. I was thinking about this. I don't know if you could put together a real, like, I don't know if there's a single trade package you could put together that would be worth it for Luka. That would like genuinely make your team better. Like you would have to give up so much that you would completely ruin your team.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing you could do.
Yeah, the Mavericks are horrible too without Luka.
Yeah, they suck.
By the way.
Yeah.
They're trash.
Yeah. Like
if they had another competent basketball. By the way, Gonzaga won today 120 to 42.
Against who?
Eastern Oregon. Dude, they need to move up a conference.
Just go to the Pac-12, bro. Like
Jesus. The Pac-12 is already falling apart. Like you'll still run through that entire.
Exactly.
Also, Kansas beat Missouri by 40 at Missouri.
Really? Today?
And Missouri.
No, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. But Missouri has run through 2 straight ranked opponents.
Yeah, Missouri. How is Missouri not even ranked yet?
They beat Kentucky by 15 tonight to open conference play too. Unbelievable. I mean, believable. Kentucky's a horrible program. But
yeah.
And then who else did they beat?
Who? I'm looking. Missouri?
Yeah, I'm looking. I think they beat UNC.
They beat Illinois.
Oh, you're right. Illinois. Yeah. And UNC's been dropping. Yeah.
UNC
Missouri is undefeated
like,
except for a 95-67 loss to Kansas.
That's yeah. Only 2 undefeated. Well, I guess 3 in the top 25 at least are New Mexico, Purdue, and UConn.
Yeah, people were overrating UNC hard into the season because you forget they had a Cinderella run really in the tournament.
I mean,
they were an 11th.
They were
an 11th seed.
No, they were
an 8 seed.
Yeah.
No, 9 seed.
8 or 9, one of the two, because they played Baylor second round and beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
was something like that. Who did they play first round? Marquette.
Yeah. Marquette, and then they beat Baylor. Then I want to say they beat Purdue.
No, because St. Peter's beat Purdue. Remember?
You're right.
UCLA beat St. Peter. Yeah, that's right, UCLA, and then they beat St. Peter's. That's St. Peter's, man.
Oh, and they're trash now too.
Yeah, because all the guys transferred away, and their coach is at Seton Hall. Yeah. But what's his face? Yep. Dougie Buckets is at Bryant. Did you see he slapped a dude on what was it, Syracuse the other day?
No,
it wasn't the other day. It was a couple weeks ago. But he got in a fight with it. No, he the dude on Syracuse slapped him, and then he semi punched him, and then he got chased after by their big man, and he just started running all over the court. You gotta watch it, dude. It's so funny. But Dougie Buckets is tearing it up at Bryant now,
bro. Yeah, college basketball. Honestly, I need to keep up with it better. It's and with it being an NFL postseason time, and so much sports is just so amazing, man.
Yeah.
God.
Just incredible.
There's always that lull where it's the baseball season just started and there's nothing else. And early season baseball is mad boring.
For some people.
For all people. Don't tell me you're watching a bunch of games early season. It just
I really am, dude. It's the only thing to watch. I'm watching all the Red Sox. They're gonna suck this year, but I'm gonna watch the Red Sox game.
It's the only thing to watch. But at that point, I'd almost rather watch a show.
I know, but in the summer, when you just had a long day of doing whatever you worked, blah blah blah, and you can just sit down and watch the Red Sox game, nothing better, man.
You're lucky because most of the Red Sox game you get locally. I have to if I want to watch the Royals, I have to get the $25 a month thing.
Well, I have T-Mobile. I have T-Mobile, so I get MLB TV for free literally every year. It's so sick. Every year.
What?
If you have T-Mobile, if you have T-Mobile, you get MLB TV for free every year. I've done it the past 3 years. So sick, dude.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I have.
Do you have T-Mobile? Okay. No. So you gotta get for those also listening who have T-Mobile and want to watch MLB games. You gotta get.
I have Sprint. Don't tell anybody I said, but I still use Sprint on my SIM card because the towers are still up.
Yeah.
And nothing there's nothing on them. So I get full bars everywhere.
Okay.
But don't tell anybody about it.
Okay, well if you have T-Mobile, you got to get the T-Mobile Tuesdays app. And then it gives you a bunch of promotions and stuff and then blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so sick. So but yeah, honestly, let me talk about MLB for a little bit. Honestly, just give me a couple of minutes. Let me go crazy.
Yeah.
Let me cook. But
do your thing. Let him cook, dude. Jacob DeGrom.
Let me cook. Jacob DeGrom to the Rangers. Rangers rotation.
Still gonna be horrible.
Their rotation stacked though. They got Nathan Eovaldi today from the Sox. They also signed Heaney a couple weeks back, but obviously they got DeGrom. Correa went to the Giants, then they freaked out about a lower leg injury, and then the Mets picked him up, and then the Mets are now freaking out. It's crazy how injuries don't disappear when a player signs with a different team. But yeah, so they're also freaking out about that. I've seen it's a 50% chance the Mets actually sign him, but that's kind of an interesting little storyline. I thought that was so weird. They signed him and they're just wait, we're not gonna sign you. Actually, we're just gonna let you. We're just gonna let the Mets sign you to a massive contract.
You gotta think if you have a good agent, you can lock those teams into a deal before you have to go through.
Yeah, well, that's Scott Boras for you, the greatest agent of all time in any sport. Just known for finessing teams. But yeah, that's what else has happened. I mean, honestly,
it's kind of what happened with Nakobe Dean. It's kind of what happened with Nakobe Dean in the draft. You remember
his injury thing?
I'm pretty sure
he was gonna be first round, but his injury thing.
Yeah, I heard team how it was happening during the draft. And so like nobody had a reliable, and so teams would like put him in their card, like in their draft card, like ready to draft him. And then like they're hearing stuff like frantically.
Yeah.
And so it was like he was about to get drafted like 6 times before he actually got drafted.
The same thing with JOK. What was it, 2 years ago? Like he had some heart condition or something.
He's a beast. Stud. He's a beast.
But yeah, it's
baller.
That's definitely a weird situation there, but we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, I mean, Aaron Judge back to the Yankees. Xander Bogaerts massive contract to the Padres. It sucks, but it's an overpay, so I'm fine with it. Trey Turner, the Phillies.
Phillies are stacked. That division is nuts.
That division.
The Marlins are so young too, and then you got the Phillies, the Braves, and the Mets. Mets will be the best team in baseball for sure.
They should be. They should be the best regular season team.
And what's crazy is I think the Phillies will end up 3rd, maybe 4th in that division after going to a World Series. I think the Braves.
They're not going to finish behind the Marlins and the Nats though, Marlins or the Nats.
I think maybe the Marlins.
The Marlins have like.
I believe in a resurgence of Acuna for the Braves. It's going to make them good, and then I believe in that pitching staff. It was pretty mid. This past year for the Marlins. I think the
lowest the Phillies will finish is 3rd. The Marlins aren't there yet, but that's gonna be a great race. The 3 of those teams: Braves, Phillies, and Mets.
I don't know why the Marlins, as a big market team, don't sign people.
They're not a big market team.
Yeah, but it's Miami. They could be.
Yeah, it's just
they just have bad ownership.
Yeah, I mean, they signed Gene Segura today though, but yeah, their bullpen or not bullpen, their rotation is crazy good. It's just that they cannot hit for anything. But
Jazz needs to step it up, man.
Jazz is fun though.
One of the most exciting players in baseball.
Yeah, I mean they got the best pitcher in baseball. They got Sandy Alcantara. He's a beast. He just needs some run support. But
best pitcher in baseball is a stretch, but yeah, he's a stud.
He's the best pitcher in baseball. I'm telling you right now, if you legitimately follow baseball and like was in the baseball world.
No, I mean I know he went crazy this year.
He was the best pitcher in baseball then.
He didn't win the Cy Young.
He won the Cy Young, yeah.
He won the Cy Young.
Dude, he went like literally 8 innings every game. And he had to because the Marlins sucked.
He was like last year's Corbin Burns.
No, he was the opposite of Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns would go 5 innings.
Shut him out.
But Sandy would go 8 innings, 2 runs, or complete game, 2 runs, 12 strikeouts, and he'd still lose because of the Marlins, and they can't.
How was the Brewers staff last year?
Corbin Burns did his thing. I think Freddie Peralta was bad.
Woodruff
was. How was Woodruff? I think Woodruff was kind of mid.
I don't want to sound uninformed for those listening on the pod. You just gotta understand.
Woodruff did his thing.
When your team is so mid, like the Royals are, not even mid, like bottom feeders perennially, it's hard to pay attention. It's hard.
Yeah, also Freddie Peralta.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not doing my job as a podcast, but it's okay.
No, I completely agree. I mean, when the Sox were, when the Sox, what was it, 2019, when they like sucked the year after the World Series, I just completely really did not pay attention. Then I came back in 2020. I was like, who are these guys? Like, who were? No,
I also didn't play that much of the show this year, so like I think that
I didn't play any. That did help a lot though for me because 2021 I really started watching it, and that did help me a lot. But I feel like now, even if the Sox suck, I'll generally be educated. Well, they will suck, but
when the Royals like inevitably pick back up in another 20 years, tune back into the podcast for some quality baseball takes from me.
Facts.
My mom just texted me, like telling me, crying about the KU bowl game. Not crying, but
did she watch it?
KU went to triple overtime.
Yeah.
Outscored Arkansas 18-0 in the fourth quarter to come back. Jalen Daniels 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, and they took the ball out of his hands in the last play of the game.
I saw like one play, and it was the targeting play where like if they didn't call it, the game would have been over, but then they did call it, so they got another chance and they got it. Like on the targeting. Do you see that? Did you see?
No.
No, okay, so like it was a 2 point to tie the game, and then they didn't get it.
This is
but then there was
this is Arkansas, right?
No, this is KU.
Oh yeah.
And then KU didn't get it, but then they called a targeting on Arkansas, and so they got another chance and they tied it. But then they ended up losing anyway, so I guess it didn't really matter. But
bad, dude.
Kind of sick.
Lance Leipold is good though.
Who was that?
Solid. It's our coach.
Oh yeah.
I think he was an assistant at Penn State. I want to say.
Yeah.
Solid, man.
Big college football games coming up. Honestly, too,
Yeah.
I could not care less about the other bowl games because they don't matter to me at all. But I care about the playoff games.
I mean, I'll watch them if there's nothing else on, but
yeah,
I don't really care.
I'll watch the Orange Bowl. I'll watch the Orange Bowl, and because it's Clemson, Tennessee, and there's so much orange going on in that game. Clemson, Tennessee.
Dude, I saw something, and I actually believed it for a second, but it was like they're not playing for a trophy anymore. They're playing like whoever loses can't wear orange next year.
Clemson has to permanently change to purple as their primary color.
Change to pink and purple.
Yeah.
Become the Pink Panthers instead of the Tigers.
Oh yeah. But yeah, two big playoff games, Michigan, TCU, and Ohio State, Georgia.
Yeah, that's this weekend, right?
Yes, it's New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve this Saturday. The vibes of New Year's Eve watching the college football playoff is so sick. It's like a very underrated feeling.
I'm gonna be at my friend. Yeah, New Year's Eve is
New Year's Eve is very underrated.
I'm taking New Year's Eve over Christmas, low key.
Yeah.
At this point in my like, nothing against Christmas. Like Christmas when you're like little, and I'm not saying like I get it. Like I'm older now.
Yeah.
But like New Year's Eve is peak. Like.
Yeah. It honestly just depends what you're doing. Cause like this Christmas, I just opened my presents and then just watched football.
Yeah, and it's like it's fun, but it's like it's chill. It's low key. It's mid.
Yeah.
I turn up on New Year's Eve. I don't know about you.
You what?
But like I turn up on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, yeah. But speaking of this past weekend, I'm sorry to say that Nash didn't make the fantasy championship in our league, and I did.
Dude,
and I destroyed the competition. Oh my god, 190, most points in the league. Oh.
My team had an absolute disaster class. In fact, the listeners have to hear this, James.
Yeah.
Dude, I should have won that game. Dude, that puts me out like. That puts me out like my team deserves. My team.
I literally told you your team is not sustainable the whole year.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Obviously I know what I'm talking about because I'm in the championship and you're not. You scored 129. You scored the least out of the 4 in the semis.
I know. I did. Okay, I'm not saying I deserve to win that week, but like my team should have won. My team sold me.
Okay,
well, it wasn't as a fantasy manager. There's nothing I could. Dude, I keep messing this up.
Shouldn't have drafted DeAndre. Okay, the fact that I shouldn't have drafted Darren Waller. Yes, but the fact that you actually start DeAndre Swift every week just baffles me. I don't understand how you do it, dude. Like. That's the difference between my team and your team. I don't have a DeAndre Swift on my team. All my guys are studs. But you start DeAndre Swift, Garrett Wilson, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence was good, but Trevor Lawrence. Just these guys that don't exist in my team. My team's full of studs.
Bro, am I tripping? I'm trying to find the game. Last week was week 16, right?
Yeah. The scheduling it's
kind of
last
week 17.
No, it was week 16.
Dude, I can't find my.
Go to week 7. Go to see all, and then week 16. But yeah, my team's in the championship, playing for the championship. We'll see how it goes. We got Dalton Schultz and CeeDee Lamb tomorrow on Thursday night against a pretty horrible Titans secondary. So I'm excited to see that. But yeah. That's
NFL will maybe take somewhat of a backseat this week. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess it matters for something.
It's just Bengals Bills is gonna be a sick game. Sick game. That game's gonna be awesome. But
why is it?
We got some.
It's weird.
We got some QB changes this week. Teddy B is starting for the Dolphins after Tua has gotten his 13th concussion of the year.
You know what's crazy too? If Tyreek didn't get that catch, on the last drive, on one of the last drives, and Tua hadn't missed or underthrown Jalen Waddle twice. Tua underthrew. I was watching the game.
Yeah.
Tua underthrew Jalen Waddle twice in back-to-back possessions for interceptions, and then he hit Tyreek for like a 20, 30-yard play. If he hadn't have done those things, I would have won. Still, but this team, Trevor Lawrence, 20 points, like good.
Good.
Justin Fields, 8 points.
All right, you can't be mad at him though. He's been good for the whole year.
It was between me
never
starting Swift or Williams got the same amount of points. They both had 3.
I know, but you can't ever start DeAndre Swift. Ever.
He had like 20 points last week.
He had 20 points once in the last.
They're playing against Carolina.
Weeks. Well, that just sucks, man. That really does.
McCaffrey, 13 points against Washington. Like, what are you doing?
Told you.
Garrett Wilson. He was so good all year.
Okay.
Garrett Wilson, 7 points. What are you against Jacksonville?
Why are you starting him? He is Zach Wilson as his quarterback. Don't ever. If you had Mike White, you start him. Not with Zach Wilson starting.
He's been great all year with both quarterbacks.
Not with Zach Wilson.
Yes.
He's been bad.
He was good all year. No, Devontae Adams, 3 points against the Steelers.
You shouldn't have started him. Shouldn't have started him.
What are you talking about? Jalen Waddle, 25 points. Kittle, 30 points. Metcalf, 15 points. Will Lutz, 5 points. Like, kick more field goals. You're the Saints. You're already just so.
You should know the Saints don't score any points. The funniest thing is that Foxborough Ted is number 7 in the power rankings. He's the champion.
Foxborough Ted was 5-10.
He was 5. No, he was
4-10
going into the playoffs.
Started Brock Purdy,
and he still beat you.
He got in because the Steelers stat padded Freiermuth and Harris on the last drive, and Robbie Gould had 13 points.
See, my team doesn't have a problem like that. I always just drop 170.
Because that would have been like another guaranteed like $300, $400, $500 being runner up too.
Yeah. Well, look, here I am.
Oh my God! And you're gonna destroy Foxborough too.
I know. It's not even gonna be close, bro. You're gonna run with Teddy B as his quarterback, bro. Oh my God!
You're gonna run through. Did they bench Tua?
No, concussion. Yeah, I know the concussion.
Bro, makes sense with all those wobbly balls he was throwing. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, but what else? Raiders bench Derek Carr for Jarrett stud him.
I'm just thinking about the annihilation that's gonna occur between.
It's gonna be horrible, dude.
Foxborough Ted is going to get dominated.
I cannot wait, bro.
Oh my God, bro.
My first chip.
I still made $100 profit.
Yeah, no, you did.
Still sucks.
And probably more too, because you
It's like 140 minus the 15 that we're sending. Like
I think I've gotten high score like 6 times. By the way,
did you check your email? Like we're sending 15 each.
Yeah,
to,
I saw that.
Yeah, I'm just not even gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
that's bad.
Don't even. But yeah. I was talking about QB changes. Tua is getting, I guess, I don't know if he's going on IR, but he's hurt because he has another concussion. Just crazy. Teddy B is going to play. Hopefully the Pats can take advantage of that and actually win a game. Although I'm not expecting anything. They won't. They probably will still lose. Although they are playing at Foxborough. If they were playing at Miami, 100% would be sure that they would lose. But, they'll probably just still find a way. I mean, they've found ways to just like amaze me at how they can lose, whether it's a lateral on the worst play of all time or fumbling the ball. And it's amazing that
they still are in these games. Yeah, they're not good. They get in the games and then find a way to lose. It's like, what are you
how are the Bengals gonna look like the 2013 Broncos in the first half and then look like the worst offense in the league in the second half? How?
It's crazy. Okay, so right now the Bills lead the AFC because of the tiebreaker as they played us. But the Chiefs do have 2. I mean, I'm not going to say freebies. We should beat both. We should beat the Broncos this week.
Yeah, and we should. The Raiders last
at home. And then we've got the Raiders, I believe, at the Raiders. But, we still should win that game.
Should win both those games. Russell Wilson and Jarrett Stidham, bro.
Oh, that's right. Derek Carr's out.
He's not out. He got benched. He got benched for Jarrett Stud him. He's the stud.
That's what I meant. I mean, I know he's out.
Yeah,
they benched him.
I think Davante Adams is gone though too.
I don't think that's gonna last.
They literally he's not coming back.
I don't care what they say.
He's not coming back.
Is he deciding not to come back? Like
no, I'm telling you, he is not. He has played his last game as a Raider, and I think Davante Adams did too. I think Davante Adams is gone.
Are they both like?
I mean, he went to Las Vegas to play with Derek Carr because they're best friends, and they played in college together.
Okay, so like thing. What are they like? What's what are they doing?
The reason is, I mean, we don't know, but like the reasoning.
Did the coaching bench Derek Carr?
Yeah, Josh McDaniels was like, our QB play has been bad, and we want to see what Jarrett Stidham has. That's essentially what he said.
That's so idiotic.
And Jarrett Stidham is maybe the worst quarterback in the league. I'm telling you right now, he might be worse than he might.
I think I might take prime, meaning like peak bad performance. Nathan Peterman over Stidham.
Dude, I mean, you know firsthand. Remember when he came in against the Chiefs?
Peter Goat.
Remember when Jarrett Stidham came against the Chiefs 2020? He threw
like 2 pick sixes. At least one.
He threw 2 picks, and it should have been 3 in like 10 pass attempts, dude. Yeah. He is one of the worst quarterbacks ever to play the game.
So the Bills have to play the Bengals on the road to maintain.
You gotta pray they lose that game.
And then the Patriots play the Bills, and again, the Patriots are in every game, so maybe they'll find a way to.
The Patriots are probably just gonna win the last 2 games because everyone's expecting
Bill wants to.
Yeah. Everyone's expecting them to lose, so they're gonna win. And when everyone expects
it seems like Bill Belichick can just decide to win or lose.
I mean, the NFL
he can just decide.
The NFL has been pretty rigged this year. Not gonna lie, like pretty rigged.
You know that's not how it works, right?
Oh no, I know it's how it works. It's been pretty rigged this year. It has been. No, obviously, Jesus, but yeah, no, I think the Patriots. I think what's gonna happen is that the Bills are gonna lose.
You act like I'm supposed to be able to tell that you're lying. You're so good at like lying, and you act like you're such an idiot for believing what I said. Like, God.
No, but here's what's gonna happen: the Patriots are gonna beat the Dolphins because Teddy Bridgewater is the quarterback. The Bengals are gonna beat the Bills, and then the Bills are gonna be locked into the 3 seed. And so they're going to rest their starters. The Patriots are going to beat the Bills because they're playing against Case Keenum. And then the Patriots are going to be 9-8.
No, Case Keenum is solid.
But I don't care. They're still beating them. They're going to rest Case Keenum and Diggs. So I don't care. And all their defenders. I don't care. They're going to finish 9-8. Then they're going to play the Bengals. It'll be the Bengals first round. They already got the scouting report. They're going to beat them. Then they're going to play the Chiefs. And then that's, we're going to beat the Chiefs, and then AFC Championship, beat the Bills, Super Bowl. No, but I think we actually probably will make the playoffs. So that's I think like that.
I need to look a little more. I haven't been looking too much at the playoff picture because like I don't care because it's the Chiefs are.
They know you're casual.
Are where they are. I don't usually have to scroll down too far. So, but it's 3 wild card teams, right? Or 4.
It's 4 division leaders, 3 wildcard teams.
Okay, so, gosh, I think Jacksonville's better.
They're gonna win. So the game, the last week of the season, that game is gonna be deciding. Like it's confirmed. It's deciding the division.
Is it Jacksonville?
Tennessee.
Titans?
Like that game will decide who wins the division and most likely who makes the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean. I think I'm taking Jacksonville. Bengals and Ravens are both like pretty much locks to get in, I think.
Yeah, both. I think the Bengals, they both clinched.
Well, the Bills Chiefs clinched, I think.
They've all 3 division leaders. Although I guess the Bengals
got the Jaguars division leaders, Bengals, and then the Ravens is the first wild card.
Chargers are in. Chargers
are pretty insulated. And then it's between like the Steelers won't make it. The Steelers are bad. The Titans are bad.
It's between Dolphins, Patriots, Jets.
I think I got the Jets in that. I think I like the Jets. because like the Dolphins and Patriots have to play each other, and I think the Patriots will probably win that game, 8-8. I think the Jets win out. Who do the Jets play?
Jets play Seahawks and then Dolphins. The Dolphins-Jets game is going to decide who makes the playoffs. That game's going to decide everything. But the Patriots, if the Patriots win out, they're in. That's all they have to do.
The Seahawks did not look good against the Chiefs. To be fair, it's hard to look good against the Chiefs because, like,
I mean,
we take it easy on a lot of teams. Like, you see that, like, early on in that game, we scored 2 touchdowns, and then if you watch the rest of that game, we just looked mad uninteresting.
They also decided that
those dudes are just like, man, I want to finish decorating the tree before Santa comes. So it's like,
well, no, the Chiefs decided they were going to stop the run in the first half, and then the second half they decided they weren't going to. Like, they kind of got ran. Ken Walker kind of had, like, he was like bad in the first half, and the second half he kind of like.
And Andy was running like the same play. Nobody wanted to beat it. Is my point. Like,
they're just trying to get home for Christmas.
We could have beaten them by 90, bro.
I'm sure. But yeah, that's
anyway. NFL, great as always. It's like a little bit of a lull right now. Like, I think this week might be kind of boring because nothing will really be decided. Washington has a big game. I know that.
Carson Wentz.
But yeah, Heineke's not hurt, is he?
No, he just got benched. Unfortunately,
I just don't. If you need to win a big game, why are you taking him out?
I don't know.
I know Wentz has like an MVP under his belt, which is crazy. He did win an MVP, right?
Nah. Well, he was on pace too, but then he got hurt, so he doesn't.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Who won that year? It was 2017. 2017 MVP.
It was 2016, 2017.
It was 2017, 2018. Yeah. No, it was 2017, 2018. It was Brady, I think.
It's Brady?
Let me double check that. It was 2017, 2018 because it was Pat's Eagles was in 2018. 2018 NFL MVP. I believe it was Brady. It was Tom Brady. Yep. Don't test me, bro. Do not test me.
Don't test me, man.
I know so much more than you. It's not even close. It's not even close.
Depends on the sport.
NFL. Okay. NFL. I know more than you.
I've got you in all basketball.
Not NBA. Not in NBA. You don't.
Yes, NBA.
No, you don't.
Yes.
In terms of naming what players went to what college, then sure. But NBA. Speaking of which, NBA Celtics are winning the finals. As has been previously stated. They're awesome. They're so awesome.
I don't feel like there's any reason to like them other than Deuce.
You can't not like Jaylen Brown. You can't not like Tatum either.
I like their two stars.
You can't not like Grant Williams.
But I don't like watching him play, dude. Grant Williams is a bum.
Awesome.
He beat Kansas when he was in college in like a triple overtime game. It was the worst experience ever.
He's crazy.
And he got attacked for something. He's annoying. Him and Admiral Schofield. I don't know where Admiral Schofield is in the league right now. Don't like him either. That Tennessee. I just don't like Tennessee. We always lose to Tennessee. So annoying. We actually just can't beat Tennessee.
Well,
Rick Barnes owns us.
That sucks. Well, that sucks. You didn't play him last year. They were my championship pick last year, and they let me down. So, but you had a crazy bracket last year, by the way.
They weren't that good last year. There's a reason. They were everybody's pick because they had like a weird
crazy defense
to get in, but like they really weren't that good.
They didn't have any experience.
The only reason people were picking them
Kennedy Chandler
is because Kennedy Chandler's a beast.
Yeah,
and also
but
Kai Ziegler is good too. Santiago Vescovi's just not as good as people make him out to be. He just hits shots.
But yeah, honestly,
anyway,
I think we should.
Luka Doncic is probably top 3, right? Like, gotta be.
I think he might be the best player in the NBA right now.
No, it's Giannis. I don't care.
I think
right now, whatever. It's the best player in the league is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It goes Giannis, Luka,
Embiid, Jokic.
No.
Tatum is not top 5.
Tatum and LeBron are. LeBron has been absolutely balling, by the way, in the last couple of weeks. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen that, but
Embiid is leading the league in points per game.
Okay, here's the top 5.
And the Sixers are on an 8-game win streak.
Here's the top 5. No, I mean, I'll give you an order, I guess. No, actually, we'll go no order.
Okay, fine.
I'll go Giannis, no order. Giannis, LeBron, Tatum, Embiid, Jokic, right there. Steph is right
no Luka.
Wait, did I miss Luka? Okay, sorry. Giannis, LeBron, Luka, Jokic, Tatum, Embiid 6, Steph
Embiid
7.
6 is okay. Having Jokic ahead of Embiid.
First of all, yeah, that's right. Okay, then fine. I'll put Embiid at. Okay, here, Giannis 1.
Okay, like Embiid has been significantly better this year. I feel like maybe not significantly, but definitely
not for his team. Nuggets are the 1 seed in the West, bro. They're the 1 seed in the West.
I thought it was the Pels.
No, it's Nuggets. They're right. It's so close, so it changes every day.
The Sixers have been balling lately. Now that they got like Embiid was carrying them to a 500 record with nobody else. It's him and Tobias Brickett from the corner Harris.
He's good.
He's decent at best.
He's
serviceable. That's the best I'll give him.
But here's the order: Giannis, Luka.
Okay, I like that.
Giannis, Luka. Give me LeBron.
LeBron at 3 is wild.
LeBron. Give me. I don't know. I don't know if I should do Embiid, Tatum, or I don't know what combination of Embiid, Tatum, and Jokic I want to do.
Just because LeBron's been balling doesn't mean he's like.
I still think he is.
I still think he's like. He's not washed, but he's like not prime.
Yeah.
I think there's like levels to it, and he's like entered a lower level where he's like not washed.
Yeah.
Like prime him was like Heat and like.
Well, he hasn't been in his prime.
Lakers. Yeah, but like he's been in his like sub prime, like just under prime for a little while, and I think he's below that now.
Yeah, he's on his his climax was 2018. He's on his falling action right now. But
resolution soon to come.
But yeah, no, here's the order. It's Giannis, it's Luka.
Shout out every English teacher ever.
Sure. It's Giannis, Luka. Put Jokic 3, Tatum 4, Embiid 5, LeBron 6, Steph 7, whoever else you want the rest of the way. I don't care.
That's cool.
Zion is up there, by the way. Like yes. up there.
Also, I think Durant is being.
Oh yeah. He just people get bored of him. Like he's always good. It's same with LeBron.
I get bored of him too. I think Tatum is like. Dude, I think Tatum. I understand why Tatum has a case for MVP. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think. I think there's a difference between having a case for MVP. I don't think MVP is best player in the league award.
No.
I think it's best player.
Giannis would have won that. I mean, Jokic. And
so it's like Giannis would have won it the last like 4 or 5 years.
Giannis would have like 5 MVPs right now.
Yeah, so it's like it's Giannis 1, it's Luka 2. I think that's pretty much like.
Luka's the best player in the league. Okay, well Giannis.
No,
Luka and Giannis are just crazy.
Luka is second.
Although Tatum dunked on Giannis, so just think about that, you know.
That was pretty tough. I was watching.
That was crazy. That
was like the highlight of your life. Embiid is 3 because somehow he's still leading the league.
Embiid's not 3.
Okay, we'll say Embiid. Okay, who's ahead of Embiid though? Other than those 2,
Jokic, like, Tatum, and LeBron. Jokic, Tatum, and LeBron.
I can't put Jokic ahead of him.
I would rather have Jokic
is a better case.
Jokic and Embiid.
Jokic is a better case for MVP, but Embiid is better. Tatum, I guess I can put LeBron at 3, but he's not. Like I would almost have to put Durant at 3.
Okay.
Like if I'm putting Embiid at 4, I can't. I guess Durant at 3. I think I would have Embiid at 3, Durant at 4. LeBron 5. Tatum 6, Jokic 7. Ja's like at 9 behind. This Trey's been pretty bad this year. Like I think maybe SGA 8, Trey 9.
Wow.
Not Trey 9, Ja 9.
Zion? You're putting SGA over Zion?
Yeah. SGA is tough. SGA is averaging like 30 a game.
Steph?
Oh no, I forgot Steph. Sorry.
Steph, Kawhi.
We gotta write this out. We're making mistakes. And I don't want to be biased to Embiid, but he is leading the league in points per game.
Well, that's all the basketball stuff.
He's the best. He's the second best scorer.
Is the greatest player of all time.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played for like 50 years.
But he has the most points.
It was points per game is different. And B does not have the most points because he missed a game, I think.
Yeah, he always misses games.
Yeah, he's been missing games since college.
Why
I told you he got ejected from the game I went to that he played in, right?
Yeah.
He punched my preschool teacher's son.
Elgin Baylor is number 3 for all-time points per game. So you think he's the third greatest player of all time? Elgin Baylor.
He played against janitors, dude.
You think
Elgin Baylor is massively Elgin Baylor's top 25, probably top 20.
You think Adrian Dantley is the 20th greatest player of all time?
Adrian Dantley's top 40. Again, played against.
You think Devin Booker is the 24th greatest player of all time?
Yes.
You think Karl Anthony Towns is the 28th greatest player of all time?
I think Karl Anthony Towns is top 10 of all time.
You think DeMarcus Cousins is the 77th best player of all time?
Actually, yes. Peak DeMarcus Cousins was like top 5 in the league at that point. Like he was really good.
You think Brook Lopez is the 208th greatest player of all time?
Yeah. Yeah, leading scorer in Nets history, plus like the longevity of that guy, plus how he's found himself a role in.
Plus how goofy he is.
I'll give him top 200. Sure. He's got a ring. I mean,
he's got more rings than Chris Paul and Russ.
Facts. You know who has more rings than Chris Paul?
Who?
The Nash Antetokounmpo.
God, I hate Bucks fans, dude. Bucks fans are so annoying. The worst. The Nash is godly, dude.
Bro, how are you gonna hate on the man?
No, I don't hate on him, man. He's living the life.
He's living the life.
He is living the life, man.
Did you watch that movie Rise? It was like about the Antetokounmpo.
Nah,
it's actually really good. It basically showed how because Thanasis is older, right?
Yeah.
That the reason Giannis is so good is because he was getting cooked by Thanasis his whole life, and then all of a sudden he was bigger than him, and Thanasis was still cooking him. Thanasis was giving him buckets.
Why doesn't he play?
Thanasis was like a point guard. And he was good. And then he got hurt.
And then he got
the draft was they were about to both go through the draft, and he got hurt. So he went to America with Giannis, but wasn't in the draft. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've never really bothered to watch that, but
it was good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a solid PG flick. We're a family friendly podcast here. That's a.
Did you watch Hustle, right? With Adam Sandler.
Of course.
That movie was awesome.
Of course, dude. Kermit Wills.
Kermit, man.
Kermit Wills.
Kermit. Yeah, that's one of my the better movies I've watched in recent years.
Go crazy then, Kermit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what else is going on in the NBA? Really?
NBA Christmas is better than NFL Christmas. Don't
not for me. I would have rather watched. No, not for me, really. To be honest.
Oh, not for me. Oh, not for me. Oh, not for me.
Well, that's just because I like watching literally any NFL game more than an NBA game. Really. For me.
Dude, some NFL games are just so boring.
Okay, I didn't watch Broncos Rams. I'm not watching that game, but I watched Packers Dolphins was a great game. And I watched Bucks Cardinals. It wasn't a great game, but I still watched it. And I probably would have watched Broncos Rams if I, had the opportunity to, because if I was, chilling with family or whatever. But
opening your presents.
Yeah, I was opening my presents at 4 p.m. at 5 p.m. in the evening. But
sorry. James is one of those guys. He gets up at 6 still to open.
Oh, 4. 4. No, I'm
guys, I woke up at guys, Santa was here.
He was. He was. But
no, I know he was, but you gotta be so extra about it.
Speaking of which, I got this jersey for Christmas. Those watching on YouTube, Matt Judon. Sick jersey. Sick jersey. But
jersey.
Yeah. Also, I got this mic. Told Nash before the pod.
Oh yeah. By the way, Zion and the Pelicans are like. I think they're gonna win the finals.
That's not this year.
Sorry, no. Somebody from the Eastern Conference is gonna win the finals. I think the Pelicans are gonna make it out of the West.
They're gonna win in the next 3 years.
Is what I meant to say.
They're gonna what? Make it out of the West?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be
like
dude.
The Warriors could make a resurgence. The Clippers could also make a resurgence. But I think the Pelicans are better than the Nuggets because they're the best defensive. I think they have the best defensive core in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like Herb Jones he was one of the first people ever to lock up Giannis. I mean, he just shut him down, and he's lanky too. Like their defensive core is so good. Giannis is such a good star player, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like he just
Wait, Giannis?
Yeah. Sorry, not Giannis. Zion.
Zion, yeah.
He's just such a good
on the
star
level
player.
Of superstar now, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, and it's like he knows how to play like a star because he knows that he's not Giannis or KD or Embiid, where it's like they literally just cannot be stopped.
Yeah.
Like he's really hard to stop, but he can be stopped if you throw enough at him. Where like Giannis, you literally have to like drag him to the ground to stop him. Embiid is like a 7'1" bucket, and Kevin Durant is the greatest scorer of all time. And by the way, it's not close. Greatest scorer of all time,
James
Kevin
Harden.
Durant. Don't at me. It's Durant 1. Harden is probably 3. I mean Jordan, you have to put up there.
LeBron,
but it's not Jordan. It's Durant, Harden,
Kareem,
Curry maybe, Kareem unguardable.
Yeah,
but Kareem
people act
really
like
that.
People act like Kareem
wouldn't. Thing every single time, dude.
People act like he wouldn't be a beast in today's game, though. He would absolutely.
He'd be a beast, but he wouldn't be.
He'd be a beast.
That's what I mean. Like, if I'm being honest, like the way I see like sports in general, and I think this is important. Like, this is an important like bit of context for like if you're listening to my like opinions about stuff. It's that like if you take any 90s team against the worst NBA team now, the team now is giving those guys the works.
So you're saying that who's
the worst team in the league right now?
Rockets. Maybe the Hornets, honestly, but let's say the Rockets. You're saying the Rockets would give a Michael Jordan Bulls team buckets?
I think the Rockets are giving the prime Bulls work. I'm taking the Rockets,
dude,
solidly by 10 to 20 points.
What? No, you don't actually believe that. I know you don't. You're just saying that.
I actually believe because the athleticism, the shooting.
They can't shoot. The Rockets can't shoot at all.
The style of play.
The Rockets can't shoot at all.
The style of play. It's
what player is
the training, the level of the game. The level of the game now is unmatched. Like
okay. Who has the better coach, Rockets or Bulls? Phil Jackson.
Is D'Antoni still in the Rockets?
No, it's some bum, but it's against Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson is the better coach. I don't care who you're going against. Phil Jackson, better coach. Best player. I guess now it's Jalen Green. Who's better, Jalen Green or Michael Jordan? All right. Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Just listen to me. Just listen to me here.
No. Now, second best player,
just
Scotty
listen to me here.
or Kevin Porter
I'm taking Jalen Green in a one-on-one.
Against Michael Jordan?
Yes.
Doesn't he have a defensive player of the year?
Okay. Maybe. Okay. 90s is maybe a stretch. 70s though. 70s, I don't care what Bill Russell team or like.
Okay, that's
like okay. So maybe the Rockets are really bad.
Yeah,
the Rockets are especially bad. But you take a mid NBA team like the Clippers.
No,
Kawhi is a better basketball player than Michael Jordan.
Better defender.
He's better. He is better. Michael Jordan's greatness comes from the time period that he played in.
Everyone's greatness comes from the time period they play in.
Okay, exactly.
People in 30 years are going to be saying LeBron played against plumbers, bro. When there's 20 Victor Wembanyama's in the NBA.
Okay. So if you're telling me that the Victor Wembanyama 30 years from now, he's still not going to be like the undisputed GOAT because LeBron and Jordan have done unprecedented things. Mm-hmm. But the Victor Wembanyama 30 years from now is giving LeBron the works.
Dude, but here's the thing. Prime LeBron versus anybody ever. Stop. Prime LeBron is the greatest player to ever step foot on a basketball court. The greatest.
Yeah. Yes.
Just the most dominant. Everything, dude.
Okay. Yes. But also, yeah. I'm Michael Jordan does some of the most unbelievable things. But the players were not as good. It's just a fact. There's a reason that teams work so hard on finding the next greatest guy, and that careers are so short in the NBA.
All right, but the thing is, they didn't have to be.
The game is getting better. Training is getting better.
Yeah.
Philosophy is getting better.
All right, okay, but the thing is,
most of the greatest shooters of all time, most of them, if not all of them, are currently in the game today, with the exception of Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, and maybe Larry.
The game wasn't like that back then. Nobody was shooting threes like they were now until Curry.
Exactly.
All right, but the thing is, they didn't have. The thing is, people back then, all these guys, Michael Jordan, they didn't have to be all. They didn't have to also because the game wasn't like that. They didn't have.
It's the better way of playing the game.
The game's just changed.
Exactly, they didn't know that, but it means they can't.
If Michael Jordan was in present day NBA, he would realize that he can't play his game like it was back in the day. He would adapt and be the best player in the NBA.
Michael Jordan was born the same day as Wardell, Steph, and Curry, then yes, Michael Jordan
would be still the greatest player of all time.
Okay, then yes, I'll give you that. But Michael Jordan in the 90s, the prime Bulls are getting worked by today's Clippers.
All right, well that's like saying that. That's like saying that Jacob deGrom would strike out Babe Ruth, because he obviously would. But Babe Ruth is still, the GOAT of baseball because he is a founding father of the game and was the greatest player. But that's because the game is different.
Greatness is different than skill. The game is different. But
skill's a whole different thing.
The game is better now. It's not just that the game is different. It's that the skill is better. The players are better. It's Steve Kerr against Reggie Jackson and John Wall.
All right, well, Steve Kerr was a role player that just
He started. He was a starter.
No, he was six man.
Was he really?
I don't remember, honestly.
I don't know. He was the point guard.
No, that was what's his face? Paxton, or was that was the first trio?
Harper.
And Paxton, I think was his name. Was the first.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Whoever. Okay, that guy. If Paxton starting, he's getting.
How would you think John Stockton would be? That's an interesting one. Because he is the greatest passer of all time. One of them. I mean, he's the all-time record for most assists.
No, but I think Luka's better. I think Luka is.
Oh, dude, Luka is okay. Well, Luka's Luka.
I think.
All right, but I still don't.
I think he's mediocre. I think he's Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio is John Stockton against better.
Ricky Rubio's nice though. Ricky Rubio's underratedly nice. But
okay. Ricky Rubio can be underrated, but he's still Ricky Rubio.
Okay.
Ricky Rubio is basically everything John Stockton is against better defense.
Yeah, because John Stockton didn't have to do all this stuff. So I mean, that's fair. It's just that he didn't have to be He didn't have to be.
I'm not saying he has to be. This doesn't have to like upset the balance of like greatest players of all time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you think that like the players in the 90s generally would have any chance against the players today, you're out of your mind.
All right, well, they would have it. Like, okay, the prime Bulls, whatever the best team out of the 6 championships was, the prime Bulls would still beat a majority of the teams in the NBA. They wouldn't be like a bottom feeder.
The prime Bulls wouldn't beat a single like championship contender from the last decade.
And if they okay, well, that's a weird way to put it.
And I don't think they would. I think they probably would not beat a playoff team from the last decade, aside from like maybe an 8 seed.
That's bad.
I don't. Right. I'm being serious.
Okay, here. Listen to this.
Give me a really bad playoff team.
No. Okay, no, I understand that. But where do you think Michael Jordan would rank if he was put in today's NBA? Where top 10, top 20, top 5,
and we're assuming that he wasn't like
he didn't adapt. He is the same player, and you put him in today's NBA. Where would you rank him? He's still Michael Jordan. He still's got the Michael Jordan mentality, everything, all that stuff. Where would you rank him?
All right, I'm taking Booker ahead of him. I'm taking SGA ahead of him, and this is shooting guards. Donovan Mitchell, he's somewhere around the 10th best shooting guard in the league.
All right, that's just not true. He'd be a top 10 player.
Okay.
Give me a top 10 player. He'd be a top 10 player.
No way! A top 10 player in the entire league? Yes. Not a chance. Not a chance.
All right.
Not even maybe fringe top 25.
Okay, top 25. That's not.
Fringe top 30. Fringe, like in that range. 25 to 30 range. He's not
He's Michael Jordan, dude. Bro. It doesn't matter. That's Michael
Jordan in the 90s.
He's still a freak of nature.
He's still a freak of nature, but the man's dribble, like, look at the man's dribbling.
Okay, no, that's not.
Take any solid defender in today's
game. He's not dribbling like you,
bro. Take any solid defender in today's game, and they are ripping that man.
No.
He's getting ripped. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You're saying Peyton Pritchard would rip Michael Jordan?
No, I'm saying Herb Jones would rip Michael Jordan.
Well, Herb Jones is one of the best defenders in the league, but
I'm saying
he's not an average defender. So
I'm saying Yuto Watanabe would rip Michael. No, okay, he plays hard though.
He's a baller though.
He tries.
He's a baller.
He tries.
Oh my God, we just need to.
You know I'm right.
I know you're not. Right. Well, you know what?
I'm not even saying. I understand Michael Jordan's greatness, and he would still be good today, but not like.
No,
he's not.
You need to rewatch The Last Dance. That's what you need to do. You need to rewatch The Last Dance.
You need to
rewatch The Last Dance, and you'll be like, "Wait, this guy will not be a fringe top 20 player in the NBA."
It doesn't, dude. I watched it. I promise
rewatch
I did.
It to re-experience and remember again how Michael Jordan actually is.
But it's like if you watch highlights to make anybody look good.
Okay.
Highlights make everybody look good. If you watch Jalen Green play in high school against like if you see that clip of him dunking on a 7-2 center and having like dropping 40 in the Phil-Am games, like
okay, he still sucks. He still shoots 40% from the field. He sucks.
In high school.
Nah, well, that's high school. I don't care about high school.
If you watch those highlights, similar to like The Last Dance, you watch him and you're like, oh my God, this man is the second coming of Michael Jordan. Like, you're like, oh my God, he's him.
I mean,
highlights make
there's a million guys out there who could dunk like crazy. Dominique Wilkins is doing the same thing. If you watch
my rec center highlights, you would be like, oh wow, he's a bucket.
I don't know why that matters at all, but like, go on, let him cook.
Highlights make everybody look good. You're not showing the misses.
Not your highlights.
Okay, whatever. You're not showing the misses. You're not showing like.
You're saying that Last Dance makes Michael Jordan look good because they just show the highlights. That's what you're saying? That's what you're trying to say. That is what you're trying to say.
I'm saying he looks better than he actually was. God. If you watch an entire Bulls game, and then watch an
You could say the same
NBA
thing for anybody in today's league. Like
the quality of the game is just not as good. Watch an entire game.
Oh, well, that's just all around. That's just everyone. Like Michael Jordan's athleticism, shooting. He's a great shooter. Athleticism, finishing, shooting, defending. He'd still be one of the best defenders in the league. Defending, shooting, finishing, athleticism, leadership, toughness, mentality, everything, dude. That doesn't matter what period you're playing in. He would still be one of the best players in the NBA right now. He's Michael Jordan, bro. He didn't play in the 40s. He played in the 90s, dude. He played in the 2000s. He played right in the same era of LeBron's early years, bro.
Maybe Jordan's a bad example.
Well, that's the example we've been using.
But you look at and also I'm not.
Vince Carter, he played in the 90s, and he was still great in the 2010s.
Okay.
Bam. Adebayo.
He adapted his game too. So it's like
he still was dunking on people left and right. That didn't change from his game.
I think maybe Scottie Pippen's a better example, honestly. I don't think
Scottie Pippen's not an all-time great though.
You're taking all of the best guys from that era, and they're just not. They can still be good. Maybe Michael Jordan would still be a great player, but not a tippy top MVP level player. He's not the game is just not.
We'll decide it in 2K.
Much better now. It's much better.
Okay, we'll decide in 2K.
I just wish, dude, I need to study really hard in chemistry to get time machine. I need to get this 1-on-1. Kawhi versus Jordan.
Okay.
I'm taking Kawhi.
Yeah.
I'm taking a lot of guys. It's just the game is just so much better.
2K.
I don't know how else to explain it. The game is so much better now.
What do you mean by better? You mean not better, you just mean more skilled.
Better shooters, better defenders, better ball handling, better passing, better schemes. Pace of play is better. Better rim defense. Better perimeter defense. Better defensive
it's better. It's more skilled. It's not really
better ball screen.
The game itself isn't really better, I'd say.
Maybe not better for the fans.
It's more skilled.
The players are way better.
Yeah.
Way better. Way better. Jordan Poole is I think Jordan Poole playing in the 80s and 90s probably gets close to winning an MVP. And averages 30, 35 a game.
It's just not really an ethical thing to say of that. If this dude time traveled with 30 years back and did this.
It's really hard to compare. But he would go crazy.
I mean, it's not Michael Jordan's fault he didn't play.
It's really hard to compare. Yeah, I know it's not his fault.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming Michael Jordan. It's just why
was he born so early?
I think it's something that we have to accept about professional sports. Is that that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, your dad's favorite player would get worked by your favorite player.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite player. I think that should be the rule.
My favorite player is Furkan Korkmaz, though.
I knew you were gonna say that. My favorite player is Zucci.
My favorite player is
Linsanity.
My favorite player is Denny Avdia. What team is Denny Avdia on?
Wizards.
Good job. I thought you didn't know. Anyways,
you're a clown.
Okay. What team is What team is
Come on, you can do it.
I'm trying to think of a player that you might not know. What team is Aaron Neesmith on?
The Celtics.
Nope, Pacers. Malcolm Brogdon trade. All right, that's the end of this. That is the end. That's the end of this episode. That was fun. It was a good way to get back on track. There was a big range of topics today.
That hurt.
Nash, we were in Spain when the Malcolm Brogdon trade went down.
God, bro, be quiet. Okay. I don't want to hear it.
We were at like the dance and
Smith.
But yeah, that's it. This will be going on YouTube. I'll probably upload it tomorrow because I'm about to go to bed right now. But it's like late, dude. It's a bit
12:15.
It's the next day. But yeah, that was it. That was fun, and we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.
Yep. See ya.